Step out on that field.
On that court,
On that track.
everyone is equal.
Everyone is equal.
Everyone is equal.
Talent, it means nothing.
They may be more talented than you, but if you show more heart,
If you show more focus,
If you just decide that this day that you will never accept second place to anyone,
To anyone.
To anyone.
if you do that, if you do all that, there is no one we cannot defeat.
And there is no one that will want to challenge you or us ever again.
So, do you want to go out there like every other player?
Like every other team,
Or do you want to stand up this day to make this day count?
make it count. Leave your heart and soul out on that field.
On that court.
On the track,
make them scared to ever go toe-to-toe with you ever again. Make them remember who you are. They will remember who you are.
are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Every play, make it count.
Every challenge, make it count.
Every contest, make it count.
Every shot, every pass, make it count.
Every play,
Every challenge,
Every contest.
Every shot,
Every pass,
make it count.
make it count.
Make it count.
Stand up this day.
This day, you write your future.
You decide who will walk away a winner.
No one else.
If you go down, get back up.
If you feel pain, tell yourself, there is no pain.
The only pain that exists is the pain of defeat, and today you will not be defeated. If your opponent is tough, you must be tougher.
You must be tougher.
You must be tougher.
Fight with every fiber in your body.
To win every challenge, every play, to win this day.
Are you ready to fight?
Are you ready?
Get out there and make this day count.
Make it count.
Step out on that field.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2021-2022 Corpus Christi Athletic Banquet. At this time, please welcome our Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Bitterashin.
That was quite the introduction, so I'm going to enjoy that moment for what it was. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our athletic banquet. Miss Martin spoke about the comeback earlier, so I'll keep it short. This night's been a long time coming. It's been 5 years since we had an evening athletic banquet. The last 2 years, for unfortunate reasons, we did not have a banquet. The 2 years previous to that, we held our athletic awards during period 2 because the student response was not great for a banquet. Tonight you have spoken. Our theater is full. We had a great dinner, and we are going to move on to the awards portion of the evening. While you're here, make sure you tell your friends how great this event is, how great is being part of our athletic program. You will always remember your high school athletic memories. Okay, and we'll share them with your friends and family in the future. Before we get on to the awards part of the program, there's a few people I'd like to thank. I apologize in advance if I do miss someone, and I apologize if there were any spelling mistakes in the program, or I know we did miss a few coaches as well, sorry. First, I'd like to thank our school vice principals, Mr. Brophy and Mr. Savello. Thank you for the release time, supporting our coaches, multiple coaches per team, and support at games. Ms. Morrow, your support and leadership does not go by unnoticed. Ms. Morrow is constantly posting pictures on Instagram and Twitter, and she is our #1 fan. She demonstrates the Longhorn spirit at our events. She tries to get as much as possible. I'd like to also thank our secretarial staff. They're behind the scenes, but they are integral to our events taking place. Ms. Dorgo, Ms. Braccio, Ms. Camilletti, Ms. Bedina, and Ms. Solier. They do a lot to ensure our athletic program is running. Our custodians, they ensure this place is in tip-top shape. You know, our gyms, our fields, our change rooms. Thank you for all their efforts. Our Student Athletic Council, thank you for all your efforts over the year, for all the events that we take and do, and for this evening as well. Mr. Spadafora, for taking the pictures this year. For putting together athletic murals and the placemat, thank you. Big thank you goes to our AV crew, who are also behind the scenes, and Mr. Carney for all the work you've done for the setup and production of this night's banquet. There's so many of you. Thank you. Speaking of Mr. Carney always takes on a lot of items to do, and he requested to do the athletic awards this year. They are amazing. So thank you to you and your woodworking students for creating this year's athletic awards. I'm almost done. Gabriella Masri, you've done tons of work again for creating and producing this year's brochure and slideshow. Speaking of Gabriella, Gabriella was also involved in the video along with Alyssa Borg and Kyle McMillan. You will see that later in the evening. Okay. To our coaches, thank you for volunteering your time and expertise. It's been a difficult year coming back after some time off, but the students and the athletic department greatly appreciates your efforts and wisdom through the various sports you've coached. The phys ed department, we are a great team. Miss Martin, Miss Black, Mr. Borchetta, Miss Page, Mr. Lowe, Miss Heron, and Mr. Susie. Thank you for all your efforts over the year and the work associated with this banquet tonight. Also, we do have the school athletic Twitter and Insta page. Thank you to Mr. Borchetta for running the school athletic Insta and Instagram page, and Miss Black for running the school athletic Twitter page. She does a much better job than I do, who I'm currently doing that right now. So, almost getting there. The athletes, I almost forgot you, but I didn't. Thank you for representing the Longhorn Nation proudly. You've always represented the name on the front of the jersey, which is important. I witnessed a wide variety of emotions this year, from the pre-game Longhorn chants to the excitement during the game and after the game, and to the sadness when those games and the final Longhorn game was played. Those are special, memorable moments. Win or lose, these Longhorn teams were family and triumphant together as they represented Corpus Christi. It has been another great year for Longhorn athletes. We fielded over 30 teams this year. Our teams competed with great spirit and sportsmanship. Several teams made long HCAA playoff runs. We were Halton champions in junior boys football. Junior boys hockey. We had GHAC and South Regional success for track and field and cross country. Our school was also represented well at OFSA this year. In cross country, our novice team competed at OFSA, consisting of Maisik Debek, Saif Kella, Nathan Parks, Jake Wilmsey, Emmett Woonzam. We had a junior boys qualifier for OFSA in cross country, Justin Fairfield, and we had two senior boys qualifiers as well in Owen Parks and Owen Roberts. In golf at OFSA, one of our students was the high school division champion and finished 4th overall, Ty Wernerski. Congratulations. Caroline Kavanaugh also competed at OFSA and had a 5th high school division finish. In track and field, which just concluded last weekend, we had 3 participants. Gracie Harvey in the javelin, and Nathan Parks and Owen Parks in running events. You've heard this word a lot the last few weeks and probably the next couple of weeks, culminating. I know. This is another culminating event, okay? This is the celebration of our athletic achievements and your participation in our program this year. There's no studying required. You can sit back, enjoy, and relax. Thank you for attending the awards assembly and banquet. Before we get to the program, we are going to begin with a game of Kahoot. One of our students, Maya Peritrak, has created the questions and some guidelines. You guys are all familiar with guidelines for Kahoot. It's not operating? All right. Currently, just an update, we have some technical difficulties. Okay, so that is unfortunate. So there is no Kahoot, but it might change, but we'll see. So we are about to begin the awards portion of the evening. Sit back, relax. If you know the name of the recipient in advance, we just hope that you would we ask you not to shout out their name, okay? When you get called up to the stage, if you are the recipient of the award, you will enter the stage from your right side and you'll come down this left. That holds true for our presenters as well. Yeah, okay. One more thing. If you win a major award at the end of the evening, I ask all the major award winners, we have 15 of them, to go to the gym to take your picture. If you walk down the Phys Ed Hall of Fame, the plaques on the walls, we have our major award winners over the last 14 years. This is our 14th year of athletic banquets, so that's great. Okay, moving on to the awards portion of the evening. The first award we have is our multi-sport award, okay? This award is typically given to students who have participated in 10 sports during their high school career. Due to COVID, we reduced that number to 7 for this year, and there was a little bit of an application process, and students needed to apply for this award and submit those applications to me by yesterday. We have 2 recipients of the multi-sport Longhorn Award this year. When they hear their names, can they come up to the right for their award? Caden Kwong and Alyssa Borg. All right. Okay. Also, with the program, for those of you that have brought in the programs, there is the awards on page 7 will be presented prior to the awards on page 6. Just a little formatting error, but we'll explain that as we move along. So our presenters, if you're following the program, just be aware that the awards on page 7 will precede the awards on page 6. The first awards that are being presented are our Longhorn Awards. I'd like to call up Mr. Angarin and Mr. Borchetta to present these awards.
What you say? Oh, that you only meant well, well, 'cause you did. What you say? Jason Derulo. That it's all for the best, 'cause it is. I was so wrong for so long, only trying to please myself. Girl, I was caught up in her lust when I don't really want no one else. So no.
Okay. Well, our Longhorn Award for different coaches is different things, but it is a little bit of a person that's a little bit of a glue kind of player, boy or girl, for any team. They could be that player that plays tons of positions. They just step up for the team, and This is a very special group of athletes. Absolutely. Sir? All right. Okay, we'll start with our fall teams. Our fall teams, we'll start with boys golf. So again, you can come up to this side, and we'll, all right. Boys golf is William Finnerty. Come on up, William. Okay. Girls golf is Gemma Hollingsworth. All right. Senior boys football is Luca Saletti. Luca's on a plane somewhere right now. Junior boys football, Kyle Ferguson. Congrats, buddy. Junior boys volleyball, AJ Guliatko. Senior boys volleyball, Nicholas Gibson. Junior girls basketball, Cadence Roldan. All right, fan fave. Hard working. Senior girls basketball, Bailey Pringle. Cadence, yep. Cadence and Bailey. It's all right. Senior cross country, Alexa Fairfield. Our winter teams, junior boys basketball, Ethan Reynolds.
Ethan's here. I saw Ethan.
Novice boys basketball, Dylan Tharby. Ethan Reynolds and Dylan Tharby. Congrats, buddy. Senior boys basketball, Matthew Mahar. Novice girls volleyball, Jenna Janazak. Congrats, Matt. Congrats, Jenna. Junior girls volleyball, Jordan Becker. Senior girls volleyball, Juliana Rassilli. Varsity boys hockey, Jack Story. I have two more. Varsity girls hockey, Maya Castellan. And the last for winter teams, junior boys hockey, Lucas Heim.
All right, thank you, Mr. Borchetta. Oh, you know what? It's a little sunny up here. Let me join some of these cool guys over here. There we go, there we go. Actually, now it's too dark. Got bad eyes. Okay, starting with our spring sports. Junior badminton, Maya Parakak. I literally can't see if anyone's coming up, so, okay. Senior badminton, Rachel Wilson. In junior boys soccer, Gabriel Galveo. And in junior girls soccer, Julia Stifling. Senior boys soccer, Sebastian Ortiz. Senior girls soccer, Carmela Curto. For track and field, Emmett Woonsman. On behalf of the Fast Pitch coaches, the Fast Pitch Award, Jamie Moore. For varsity boys baseball, Ryan Thurby. For lacrosse, Nicholas Kalbakis. Good job, Terps. For junior tennis, Angela Yu. And last but not least, for senior tennis, Gemma Hollingsworth. Congratulations, all of the award winners.
Thank you, Mr. Borchetta and Mr. Angaran, for presenting those awards. The next awards which will be presented are our MVP awards. For these awards, I'd like to call up Mr. Papa and Mr. Esposito to present these awards.
Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player. I love it when you call me Big Papa. To the honeys getting money, playing niggas
And
like
congrats to all our Longhorn winners.
You got a gun up in your waist, please don't shoot up the place. Why? Cause I see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby. Straight up, honey, really, I'm asking. Most of these niggas think
MVP awards. We'll start with the fall teams. Boys golf, Ty Warinsky. Girls golf, Caroline Kavanaugh. Senior boys football, offensive MVP, Nick Rizzilli. And defensive MVP, Will Matthew. Junior boys football, Ryan Tharby. Junior boys volleyball, Massimo Giustiani. Senior boys volleyball, Jack Bedard. Junior girls basketball, Maya Perachak. Senior girls basketball, Aisling McGrath. Junior cross country, Nathan Parks. Senior cross country, Owen Parks. And on to our winter teams. Junior boys basketball, this is becoming a theme, Ryan Tharby. Novice boys basketball, Garrett Scott. Senior boys basketball, Marcus Misano. Novice girls volleyball, Sofia Infante. Junior girls volleyball, Sydney Booth. Senior girls volleyball, Sammy Kia. Varsity boys hockey, Matthew Brooks. Varsity girls hockey, Alex Ferguson. Junior boys hockey, brother come along, Kyle Ferguson. Just stay there.
All right, and next on to spring sports for junior badminton, we have Alexis Fernley. There she is. For senior badminton, we have Charles Fulcher. And for junior boys soccer, Christian Enriquez. And for junior girls soccer, Sam Fulcher. For senior boys soccer, Lucas Dowling. And for senior girls soccer, Julia Steven. For track and field, we have 2 MVPs. Can we get a drum roll, please? Gracie Harvey and Owen Parks. For fast pitch, Shaylee Wixton. And for baseball, Tyler Board. MVP for lacrosse, Blake Booth. No, don't worry about it. For junior tennis, Jack Collins. And our final MVP award of the night goes to, for senior tennis, Keegan Erdis. Congratulations to all the recipients.
Thank you, Mr. Papa, Mr. Esposito. And congratulations to all our MVP recipients. Our next award that we will be presenting is our Christian Athlete Award. For this award, I'd like to call up Mr. Lowe to the stage.
All right, so this award is presented to the student athlete that best demonstrates Catholic achievement and graduate expectations and are a collaborative contributor, responsible, and has integrated athletic performance with gospel values. The recipient of this award consistently led by example and never gave up, even when the odds were stacked against him and his team. He is the epitome of a great teammate and is supportive of his coaches, team, and school community as a whole. This was evident every day, but especially when he broke his foot in the opening minutes of his final game as a Longhorn. And instead of focusing his energy on the negative, he cheered his team on for the entire game. This year's Christian Athlete Award goes to Marcus Maizano.
All right. Congratulations, Marcus. Our next award is the Heart Award that will be presented, and it will be presented by Miss Martin Scott and Miss Rosilli. If you come to the stage.
Okay, the recipient of this award is an athlete who consistently demonstrated hustle, enthusiasm, attitude, reliability, and tenacity throughout their season.
Hustle, hard work and skill on and off the court, ice, and field.
Enthusiasm, shown through his actions on and off the playing surfaces, and intrinsic motivation, always looking to better himself as an athlete.
Attitude, positive outlook on school life, involvement, and achievement on his teams.
Reliability, extremely coachable. He is able to juggle work, sports, and school.
Tenacity, dedication, drive, and determination to succeed and accept whatever challenges came his way.
The winner of this award is a multi-sport athlete, and he truly exemplifies the meaning of heart.
We are pleased to announce and honored to announce this year's winner, Nicholas Gibson. Nicholas is not here tonight, so we will accept his award.
All right, thank you, Miss Martin and Mrs. Rosilli. Next award is our most promising female athlete. For this award, I invite Mrs. Page and Miss Corrick to the stage.
The Most Promising Athlete Award is presented to an athlete who has excelled in athleticism throughout multiple sports in their first year of high school. The female recipient of this award fits this description perfectly, as she has been an important contributor on each of her 4 teams this year. I have had the pleasure of coaching her on one of them, but I know that she has been an important contributor on all of them. She puts her energy into action, not emotion. She is a quiet leader on the team, leading by example in commitment and effort. She has been described by all of her coaches as very coachable, with a great attitude and the ability to play any position. She always has a smile on her face, is very energetic and positive.
She was an indispensable defender on the varsity girls hockey team and an asset on the Bantam girls volleyball team. In soccer, she was a starting striker, understood positioning well, and was great with putting pressure on the ball. In track, she made her fiery debut at GHAC as a strong force to be reckoned with, advancing to the semifinals in the 100-meter and 200-meter sprints. And true to her nature, she made sure to be consistently cheering and motivating her teammates from the sidelines as they completed their own events. Not only is she incredibly skilled and dependable, but she also shows her commitment to sports in every way. We are pleased to present this year's Most Promising Athlete Award to Lauren McIntyre.
Next award that will be presented is our Elite Community Award of Distinction. I'd like to call back to the stage Ms. Martin Scott and Ms. Rosilli.
Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. All that matters is gold. Only shooting stars break the
We would like to give you a little background information on this athlete for those of you who have not had the pleasure of knowing her. In her years as a Longhorn, even though this athlete did not participate in any school teams, she represented our Longhorn community as an elite athlete at the highest level of competition. She represented our country in a team sport, Nexus Synchro Skating. She has been involved in this sport for over 10 years. This is her second year in international competition. She trains 15 to 20 hours, 3 to 4 times a week on and off the ice, plus competitions. In January 2021, they were not permitted to practice on the ice in Ontario due to COVID restrictions, so they traveled to Calgary for a week for practice, while maintaining her high academic standing in school. Her team placed second at the Canadian Nationals in Calgary in February, which allowed them to qualify for the Junior Worlds in Austria. The team placed 6th in the world out of 23 teams. She plays the sport she loves the most. Her passion is skating.
In the future, in September, she will no longer be a member of the Longhorn Nation, as she will be taking a gap year to train for another year of competition. Then she's been accepted to Western University to study kinesiology. She may be competing at the post-secondary level as well. The sky's the limit for her. It has been my pleasure to get to know her as a student, an athlete, and young woman. And I've known her and followed her throughout her accomplishments and her successes this year. This could not have happened to a more deserving person. It is our honor to present the Elite Community Athlete Award of Distinction to Zoe Mainville. She's not here, so we're taking another one home.
I should have told Miss Martin she could have just stayed on stage, but Miss Martin, if you could come back to the stage along with Miss Page. Miss Martin, you were too quick for me to leaving the stage. The next award is our Student Athletic Council Award, our Student Sport Administration Award. So Miss Martin and Miss Page will present that one.
This past year, the Student Athletic Council has returned to support running athletics events in the school after a brief hiatus. Some events that we have been responsible for are scorekeeping sporting events, football games, fundraisers, and the finale of the athletic banquet. This year's council has been an integral part of athletics at Corpus Christi. Without their help, these student volunteers, none of these events would have been made possible. In particular, one student stepped up with their leadership role to help organize many events this year. Throughout the year, we've called them our right hand. She was also a co-op student in our department. She helped score keep, created videos for our grade 8 night. She gathered volunteers to organize events. She spoke to students regarding our SHISM program. She created tonight's athletic banquet brochure, slideshow, and video, which you will see shortly. Without her leadership, drive, determination, and vision, these various initiatives would have never happened.
With the support of the council members, peer, and staff, they helped to pursue these visions. Not once did they look for recognition or thanks. On behalf of the athletic department, we would like to acknowledge your vision and thank you so much for all that you have done for us and CC Athletics over the past years. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors. We are proud to announce this year's Student Athletic Council Award to Gabriella Masri.
All right, congratulations, Gabriella. Next award, which will be presented, is our Junior Male Sportsmanship Award. For this award, I'd like to call up for the first time to the stage Mr. Nobley and Mr. Cohen.
A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side, a little bit of Rita's all I need, a little bit of Tina's what I see, a little bit of Sandra in the sun, a little bit of Mary all night long, a little bit of Jessica, here I am, a little bit.
All right, thank you, Mr. Bitteragic. All right, so Mr. Cohen and I have the honor of presenting the Junior Male Sportsmanship Award. We all know that what sports are, but very few of us are aware of sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is behavior and attitude that shows respect for the rules of the game and playing it with a spirit and accepting the results of the game with an open heart. This recipient has demonstrated Christian qualities, sports ethics, leadership by example, and fair play as an athlete at Corpus Christi. This individual led by example and showed maturity beyond his years. At times, he carried himself as if he was a senior athlete. On numerous occasions, he took the initiative and performed his best during critical moments in every game. He inspired his teammates to perform beyond their own expectations. This includes winning the first ever HCA junior hockey tournament, scoring in all 3 elimination games, including 2 game-winning goals, with one being a shootout winner in the semifinals, and earning himself the tournament MVP award. In addition, he was also a member of the junior boys football team and helped them win a championship. The winner of the Junior Male Sportsmanship Award is Kyle Ferguson.
All right, congratulations, Kyle. The next award, which will be presented, is our Junior Female Sportsmanship Award. For this award, I'd like to call up Mrs. Orlando and Mr. Esposito.
All right. So this award goes to someone who exemplifies Christian qualities, sports ethics, fair play, and leadership by example. This particular athlete is someone who we are certain bleeds Longhorns, orange and black. Someone who had nothing but positive attitude the entire season, and someone who was so Canadian about everything that fair play was just made possible. She was incredibly inclusive, put her body out there in every game she played, diving, making a split to try to at least touch the ball, and in practice, randomly handstands, and always gave it her all. This athlete demonstrated so many positive qualities on every team she played for. I can't think of a more deserving recipient. It is our pleasure to award Daniela Preston with the Junior Sportsmanship Award. Congratulations.
All right, if we could have, the next award will be the Senior Male Sportsmanship Award. Mr. Lowe, you're in line for the next 3 awards, so you could probably stay on stage. And joining Mr. Lowe is Mr. Spadafora. Spads, get some love.
Cut the music. No. Thank you for having me up here tonight. It's an honor and a pleasure. But if Mr. Ngarin is going to wear glasses, I think I should also put on my glasses as well. This is, if you watch Top Gun, yes, the dirty stash. All right, Senior Male Sportsman. This award is presented to the male student athlete that best demonstrates Christian qualities such as leadership by example, high ethics in sport, and fair play.
This year's award goes to someone that was asked to fill every role on a team that faced many challenges. He had to guard the opposition's biggest and strongest player one night, and then turn around and guard their fastest player the following game. He had to bang inside and fight for rebounds while also bringing the ball up the court. The best part is he did it with a smile on his face, grit in his heart, and never complained. His teammates and coaches will gladly follow him into battle next year. This year's Senior Male Sportsmanship Award goes to Matt Mahar.
Mr. Lowe, we need you for 2 more awards. A reminder to all our Major Athlete Award winners that we will be taking your group picture in the gym at the end of the evening as well. Can we call up for the Senior Female Sportsmanship Award Miss Castellan to join Mr. Lowe? Actually, Mr. Lowe and Ms. Castellan will be presenting the next 2 awards, so they will be.
This award is presented to the female student athlete that best demonstrates Christian qualities such as leadership by example, high ethics in sport, and fair play.
Any coach will tell you that this award is so much more than its description. Every team needs a voice they can trust and a heart that brings them together. The winner of this award defines those 2 things. She leads by example and through love, and it was this love and spirit that took her team to a Halton championship game. In a shortened season with many obstacles and restrictions, we weren't sure how we were going to form a team culture, but the winner of this award helped us do that in a very short amount of time. This year's Senior Female Sportsmanship Award goes to Bailey Pringle.
All right, and they're ready to present the next award. Will be our Tri-Achievement Award. And then after, we will do the Most Promising Male Athlete. We missed that one earlier in the program, so we'll go to that. So for the Tri-Achievement Award, Mr. Lowe, Ms. Castellan.
This award is presented to a student in their 3rd or 4th year of high school who has genuinely integrated successful achievements in academics, athletics, and community involvement. The athlete is collectively strong in all 3 areas, clearly demonstrating their interdependence.
The recipient of this award is equally as impressive in the classroom and as she is on the court and in her community. Her sometimes quiet demeanor may not always show it, but there is a fire inside of her that will not let her quit or fail at anything. It was this fire that also helped take her team to a Halton championship game while also achieving a near-perfect academic record. And when I say near-perfect, I mean 99 to 100% across the board. Most people would be content with all of this. However, she goes even further to help her community with countless volunteer hours and activities. Setting the bar high is an understatement. This year's Tri-Achievement Award goes to a very deserving Alexa Perka.
All right, congratulations, Alexa. And thank you, Mr. Lowe, Ms. Castellan. And just going to go back, and can I have Mr. Beckler and Ms. Herron come up for Most Promising Male Athlete?
Queen, gunfighter, gelatine, dynamite with a laser beam, guaranteed to blow your mind. Anytime, recommended at the price, insatiable and appetite. Wanna try?
Okay. The recipient of this award goes to a grade 9 student excelling in athleticism through multiple sport participation, performance, and achievement. This athlete also demonstrates qualities at this point in their high school career which promotes the philosophy and spirit of the athletic program.
The recipient of this award was a key contributor to the championship season for the junior football team and a massive contributor to the junior boys basketball team. A promising athlete is someone who we as a school community can feel confident in that this athlete will have a long and successful athletic career in this school and beyond. And the recipient of this award has the confidence in me and his teammates. On the basketball team, this athlete showed up as a quiet but hardworking player who showed a willingness to come off the bench and earn his role in the team. However, it was not long until he earned a starting role in the team, and by the end of the season was a key contributor to the team's success. This athlete is the type of person who leads by example. His quiet and businesslike demeanor and willingness to do whatever it takes to win made him a leader by example for all of his teammates. It was a true pleasure to coach this player because of how respectful he is on and off the court and how hardworking and determined he is on the court. Even though this athlete is a grade 9 student, this player's work ethic and attitude is an example for all athletes and students at this school to look up to. And I'm very proud to honor this on behalf of me and Ms. Heron to the best looking dressed guy here, Xavier Niles. Bring those glasses, Xavier, bring the glasses.
All right, congratulations, Xavier. I'm just going to let Mr. Beckler sit down before I call him back up. Okay. Next award we have is our Junior Male Athlete of the Year, Ms. Sestelli and Mr. Beckler. If you come back to the stage, and come to the stage.
The recipient of this award demonstrates the qualities of leadership, sportsmanship, excellence in athletics, and commitment through positive representation of the spirit of the Corpus Christi athletic program, and clearly acts as role models within their school community and surrounding environment.
This athlete was chosen for this award by his coaches, not only for his utter dominance in football, basketball, and baseball, but in the manner in which he did so. Before his championship game for the junior football team, I went to go speak to Mr. Barchetta and ask which athletes on the football team I should look forward to for the upcoming basketball season. Now, of course, the first name out of his mouth was All-Pro kicker Arjun Lal. But after that, Mr. Barchetta had the utmost praise for an athlete by the name of Ryan Tharby, telling me that we had a 6'6" stud who was going to come and dominate the basketball court the same way he dominated the football field. But what stuck out to me was when Mr. Barchetta said that just as important and impressive as his physical abilities were, and they were impressive, it was going to be just as important to have him because of his leadership abilities, saying that it was like having a second coach out there. And through my experience in coaching Ryan Tharby, I couldn't agree more. When Tharby joined our basketball team late after his successful football season, we felt an immediate change in culture the second he stepped out on the court. He set a tone for a standard of excellence, hard work, success, and grit every time he took the court from there on out. Tharby is only at the beginning of building a legacy that all of Corpus can be proud of, and I know myself and all the coaches at this school are excited to see how he builds on that the next 2 years and beyond. And Ms. Sestelli and I are proud to award the Junior Athlete of the Year, Ryan Tharby.
All right, congratulations, Ryan. The next award is our Junior Female Athlete of the Year award. For this award, I'd like to call up Mr. Cohen and Ms. D'Souza to the stage.
Please stand up, please stand up. Cause I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up, please stand up, please stand up.
Good evening. When you think of Female Athlete of the Year, you think of someone who demonstrates their abilities, their leadership, and their heart on every team, every sport, every competition that they are a part of. This person definitely proves that. They modeled this on the pitch, on the court, on the ice, and on the field. Okay? Their dedication to their teammates was impressive. Not once did they miss a practice, an event, a game. They stayed after school. They were here before school started, sometimes even before the coaches. They were your starting guard for basketball. They were your starting midfielder for soccer. They started on defense, even though they're a forward, for varsity hockey. They were your HCAA discus champion. They were second place at South Regionals for javelin and an OFSA participant for the first time since I have coached the track team in 6 years. This year's Female Athlete of the Year is Gracie Harvey.
Okay. Congratulations, Gracie. Next award that we have is our Senior Female Athlete of the Year Award. And for this award, I'd like to call up Mr. Borchetta and Mrs. Page.
This year's Senior Female Athlete of the Year is an elite athlete in many sports. In addition to her rep sports, she usually represents 4 Longhorns athletic teams in each school year. She exemplifies what we would want out of any Longhorn student athlete, as she is incredibly humble and hardworking. Her positivity and care for her teammates is another important trait that makes her worthy of receiving this award.
In her time here at Corpus Christi, she has played junior and senior basketball, senior soccer, quarterbacked our touch football team, and obviously starred in ice hockey. She has proudly represented us at OFSA as part of our soccer program. She's an example of a high-level rep athlete who cares about representing our school and does so with great pride. Fergie, may God bless you as you write your next chapter just outside of Boston, Mass, on the ice as a Merrimack College Warrior. But a little advice, don't ever be nervous about representing the Merrimack Warriors on the ice, because whether it's been on our turf, on our court, or our ice, you've already played like a warrior for years.
This year's Senior Female Athlete of the Year is Alex Ferguson.
Congratulations, Alex. We have one more award to present prior to us getting to our slideshow video and one more speech. Our Senior Male Athlete of the Year award will be presented by Mr. Cohen and Mrs. Orlando. If you could come to the stage, please.
If you want my future, forget my...
So one of my favorite sports mottos is from an old Under Armour commercial. And the slogan for the commercial is that it's what we do in the dark that puts us in the light. And I cannot think of a more fitting quote to summarize this year's Senior Male Athlete of the Year. His athletic talents are well known, although never exaggerated. But it's the hard work to go along with his competitive edge that is so impressive. This athlete trains year-round, 6 days a week. Always humble, he trusts in his coaches and puts in the hard work, rain, shine, or snow, logging upwards of 50 kilometers of running a week. Watching this athlete compete, whether running healthy or working through an injury, will make you want to train harder in your own sport. He's just that good. And let's talk about the light, the success he enjoys as a result of this hard work and dedication. He's been a force in the trails and on the track since he entered high school 3 years ago, already making his mark in 3 separate OFSA championship appearances across 2 sports, and he was only slowed down because of COVID. He runs with guts and determination. He not only continues to routinely compete at this highest level for high school athletics, but he has never placed lower in any OFSA than in the top 25 for cross country, the 800 meters, and the 1500 meter disciplines, respectively. Outside of high school athletics, his most recent OFSA track performance has earned him a spot at this year's National Track and Field Championships in August. He has his sights set on the OFSA podium next year as a grade 12 student, and I am excited to watch him meet this goal. Please join me in congratulating this year's Senior Male Athlete of the Year to Owen Parks.
Okay, congratulations, Owen. Thank you all the coaches for those great speeches, and congratulations to all our major award winners. I'd like to call up Miss Morrow to address the crowd, students and coaches, to our principal of our school, our leader.
Okay, first let me just address all the athletes that are present here. Very impressive. I think the fact that Mr. Biteragic asked you not to yell out names when you knew who people were and you were able to do that, stellar. That means that even with the 2-year break of not being at school and learning things, you still are doing great things. Excellent. The speech I wanted to give tonight is really more about the people who lead you than about the student athletes. Though I have great respect for student athletes, as I was never one. I was an artsy person my entire life. But I have children who are student athletes, and I understand the dedication, the time, the commitment, the management of getting your work done and getting your, excelling on the field or on the pitch or on the ice. But right now I'd like to speak to you a little bit about coaches. Anyone who has experienced great coaching knows the interaction can feel almost magical. Somehow the coach knows exactly what to say and when to say it. You feel challenged, supported, and confident in your coach's ability to help you achieve your goals. While great coaching can seem effortless, the reality is many skills, attributes, experiences, and techniques come together to create that coaching magic. Coaching is about creating change. Great coaches produce great outcomes. I found one little quote, a short one, which really spoke to me, which is, a good coach can change a game, but a great coach can change your life. And I've seen that happen. So I have one short thing that I'd like to say about Mr. Biteragic specifically. When I was first appointed principal at Corpus Christi, and I was coming from Assumption, a very good friend of mine who is a department head of physical education in another school said to me, Morrill, you're going to need some help in that area, in athletics, because he knew me very well, and that's an area of strength that I don't have. And I was trying to figure out how to talk about how important Mr. Biteragic has been, and I found this quote. To build a strong team, you must see someone else's strength as a complement to your weakness, not as a threat to your position or authority. And from the time I met Mr. Biteragic, who is the athletic director and department head of health and physical education at the school, he has been a complement to my weakness and has helped me to become a stronger person, a stronger leader, and I owe a great deal of, I guess, my success, if you can call it that, as a principal to that relationship with him. I'd also like to talk about the fact that the coaching staff that you have here, it just blows my mind. I know from watching my husband coach how much time, effort, and dedication goes into that. And even the things that you don't see, the amount of time it takes to create a practice plan, the amount of time that football coaches will pour over video that somebody has filmed for them so that they can correct things and reflect on what they've done. All of the things that you don't see behind the scenes, it's a lot of time and effort that goes into it. And during the past couple of years, or this year specifically, for people to put in the time that they put in when they were teaching 6 hours straight through during quad 1 and 2, I'm going to ask you to give them a standing ovation, please. Seventh inning stretch, you can sit again. I know a couple things about sports. And the very last thing, because you always forget something when you haven't gotten it all written down, but the last thing I do want to say is there are a couple of really special people in this room too that are not your teachers who coach. So that's just a little bit even more when you're talking about the coaching staff that helps you out. We have people who are not part of our staff that come out and help so that you can have teams. There always has to be a teacher advisor on every team, but we also have parents that have helped to coach specifically football, but I believe boys ice hockey, there's other areas as well. So always remember, if it's your parent who is coaching, give them an extra hug tonight, all right? And thank you again to our coaching staff.
Thank you, Ms. Morrill, for the kind words about our coaches and our staff. We make a great team, and that is the truth. We all work together. Are you guys ready? I gotta get with me. Are you ready? Are you guys ready? Nope. Okay. Our athletic banquet slideshow and video. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Let's go. All right, okay. All right, okay. Return to the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up. First shot, come strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, y'all can't copy yet. Glad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music.
money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, on my INDEPENDENT, this shit hustling. Chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track bustin'. Halfway across that city with the back crush shit. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people, spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country.
Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Nah, can I kick it? Thank you, yeah, I'm so damn grateful. I grew up really wanna go fronts, but that's what you get when Wu-Tang raised you. Y'all can't stop me, go hard like I got an 808 in my heartbeat. And I'm eating at the beat like it gave a little speed to a great white shark on Shark Week. Raw, time to go up, gone, deuces goodbye. I got a world to see, and my girl, she wanna see Rome. Caesar make you a believer, nah, I never ever did it for a throne. That validation comes from giving it back to the people. Now, sing this song and it goes like, raise those hands, this is our party. We came here to live life like nobody was watching. I got my city right behind me. If I fall, they got me. Learn from that failure, gain humility, and then we keep marching.
Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Go back. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Go back. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah.
Yes, I can. Doubt, better leave. I'm running with this plan. Pull me, grab us in the bucket, can't have me. I'll be the then. That glow, that spark, that crown. You're looking at the king of the jungle now. Stronger than ever, can't hold me down. 100 miles gunning from the pitcher's mound. Straight game face, it's game day. See me running through the crowd, feeling melee. No trick plays, I'm Bill Gates. Take a genius to understand me.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. Get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. Get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling.
Gotta love the life that we live in.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a good feeling, yeah. Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah.
Grips on your ways, front way, back way. You know that I don't play. Streets not safe, but I never run away, even when I'm away. OT, OT, there's never much love when we go OT. I pray to make it back in one piece. I pray, I pray. That's why I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me. I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me.
Baby, I like your style.
Strength and guidance, all that I'm wishing for my friends. Nobody makes it from my ends. I had to bust up the silence. You know you gotta stick by me. Soon as you see the text, reply me. I don't wanna spend time fighting. We got no time, and that's why I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me. I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me.
Hi, I'm Melissa Ward,
And I'm Kyle McMillan.
and we're your Corpus Christi reporters for the evening. What's your name? Maddie. What grade are you in? Grade 9. What sports do you play this year? Hockey, volleyball, badminton, track, and cross country.
What's your favorite memory from those sports?
Getting to meet people.
What sports are you trying to play next year? Any new ones?
I don't think so. Maybe baseball.
Perfect. And horns up.
Name?
Landon.
Nickname?
Hermie.
Other nickname?
Gremlin.
Grade?
Grade 11.
Sports played?
Hockey and lacrosse.
What's your favorite memory?
Sharing with,
For hockey and lacrosse.
for hockey and lacrosse, it was probably just spending time with the boys, having a good time, having a laugh. You know, we weren't the best team, but we had fun times.
And what sports are you hoping to play next year?
Thinking of playing football, volleyball, all the sports, every sport.
And can we get a horns up?
What's one thing you learned from Corpus Athletics?
Learn how to be a leader.
learn how to like just find new friends and work hard, and that's basically it. What's up?
What's your name? Grade?
9.
What sport did you play?
I played soccer. What's your favorite memory from soccer? Us not making the semifinals. And what sports are you hoping to play next year? Soccer. Perfect. Yay!
Name?
Ben Powell.
Isaiah McKenzie.
Nickname?
Piplord.
Izzy.
Sports played?
Football and lacrosse.
Basketball, football.
Positions?
Left tackle and defense.
Guard center.
What's your favorite memory from football?
Absolutely destroying teams all the time, constantly.
And favorite memory from lacrosse?
Probably just the team, the ball,
And what sports are you guys hoping to play next year?
All of them.
football and lacrosse.
What did you learn from Corpus Athletics?
You can't win without a team.
Hands up.
Horns up.
What's your name?
Rachel.
What grade are you in?
12.
And what sports did you play?
Senior badminton. What's your favorite memory from senior badminton? Probably winning all my matches against the Assumption kids. Wow, Rachel, that's amazing. Can we get a horns up? Yeah! What's your name?
Kaya.
Matt. Logan.
Nikki.
What sports did you play?
Football.
Football and basketball. Football.
Football.
What's your favorite memory from football?
Pasta night.
Practices with Gorge. Coker.
Wooden touchdown.
What has being a Longhorn taught you?
Working hard.
Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Respect.
All gas, no brakes.
Are we gonna win next year?
Yes.
You have to wait and see.
Horns up. Okay, who are you? What's your name?
Matthew Bathurst.
And what sport did you play?
Lacrosse.
And what's your favorite memory from lacrosse?
Beating STA.
Great. What's your name? Caroline. What sports did you play this year? Golf. What's your favorite memory from golf? Our golf tryout at Millcroft. What have you learned from playing Corpus Golf? I learned to always have fun and try my best. Horns up. What's your name? Alexis Remy. What sport did you play? Volleyball. What was the most fun thing we did during the volleyball season? Beat Envy.
Yeah. What athletics mean to you?
Dedication.
What's your name?
Miles.
What sports team were you on?
Hockey and lacrosse.
What's your favorite hockey memory?
Winning some games with the boys.
What's your favorite lacrosse memory?
Winning one game with the boys.
That's great.
What's your name?
Tommy Magic.
And what sports did you play this year? And how many tournaments did you guys win this year? What was your favorite memory of hockey at Corpus?
You just put me on the spot, kind of.
You have to be put on the spot. It's for the athletic banquet.
I would say winning in the shootout.
Nice. And what position do you play?
Defenseman.
Nice. Juliana, what grade are you in? 12. What sports do you play this year? Basketball, volleyball, and flag football. Touch football. Can we restart the video?
No, sorry, keep going.
What's your favorite memory? When we went to the McMaster football tournament. What have sports taught you over time being a Longhorn here? To always be true to myself. You could have told me the question before, so I could have thought of another.
Yeah, just keep going, you're good.
To always support my teammates and to forever be a Longhorn and bleed orange. Can I get a horns up?
Get a blue high one.
That was. What sports team did you play on this year? What's your favorite memory?
Can you give me a heads up?
No. What's your favorite memory?
No.
What number are you?
8.
And what position?
Midfield.
And what's your favorite thing about soccer?
I don't know.
What are you going to miss the most next year about being a Longhorn? No, I'm putting it in the video. What are you going to miss the most next year about being a Longhorn? And can I get a horns up?
Can I get a heads up?
Can I get a horns up? Come on. What sports team did you play on this year?
What sports team?
Yeah.
Volleyball.
And?
That's it. I think. Football.
And
Yeah.
what's your favorite memory from both of them?
The coaches
and the team.
Lucas
Yeah.
Hine, what sports team did you play on this year?
This year?
Yeah.
For Corpus?
Yeah.
Hockey team.
And what's your favorite memory from the hockey team?
We won both tournaments. We went
And what,
undefeated.
what number are you?
Number 2.
Woo! Go Lucas.
Number 1 defenseman.
Horns up, horns up.
Horns up.
What sports team did you guys play on this year?
Hockey and touch football.
And what's your favorite memory from your sports?
Almost winning, but not winning.
And what does it mean to be a Longhorn?
Having fun.
And can I get a horns up? Sports teams did you play on this year? You're a liar.
None of them.
You're a liar.
None of them. I don't play sports. Very unathletic. Eh?
Horns up.
Yeah, horns up. Horns up always.
So what position do you play in football?
In football, I don't play football.
Oh.
I play wide receiver. A wide receiver, running back, kick return, punt return.
And what's your favorite memory from all 4 years of high school?
My favorite memory?
What sports-wise? Sports-wise.
Winning the championship at McMaster. Coming
Val?
back.
All 4 years? What's your favorite memory?
All 4 years?
What sports?
You got nothing?
I really like touch football.
And what does it mean to be a Longhorn? Hard question. Represent?
This is a very interesting.
Represent and always be humble.
Yeah, be humble. Even when we're winning by like 60.
Another horns up. Ooh. Sports teams did you coach this year?
What sports didn't I coach this year? Senior boys football, touch football, and senior boys soccer.
How much of an honor is it to coach at Corpus Christi?
The honor is all yours if I get to coach you. No, it's awesome to coach. I've been coaching for the last 15, 16 years, whatever the school's been open.
And what was your favorite memory this year? There's only one right answer. Girls touch football.
Sure.
Horns up?
Horns up.
All aboard, like it's some parade. That's me. I'm knocking at the door. I'm thirsty for more, for more. That's me.
I think there's a bit more to the video. Is it? No, we don't. There is more from the floor. Is this?
Say it.
Horns up.
Go.
Oh no!
Can you go back to the glitch? Oh, okay, from there, thank you.
If I quit this season, I still be the greatest.
Say it.
Horns up.
Go.
Oh no!
Once again, thank you to the team that put together that video. That concludes our evening, but before we go, I just have a couple more announcements. On Tuesday, there will be some team photos taken in the gym. There will be a schedule posted tomorrow by Gabriella around the school. So, and it will be hopefully posted on our school Insta regarding some of the teams. We have about 8 teams that we need to get a picture. Speaking of pictures, to all our major award winners this evening, starting from the Christian Award to our senior male athlete, I think there's 15 of you. We need to take your picture in the gym. For the Longhorn Award winners and the MVPs, we don't need a group picture for that. You guys are welcome to stay in the atrium, take some pictures. Hopefully you enjoyed your evening. Bring your trophies with you, the major award winners. If there's some people that like to stay behind for 1 minute to help us clear the stage, tomorrow the music department is having a performance here, so we have to clear the stage. If there's any volunteers, otherwise, have a great night. Go Horns.